So the Xbox One X is finally here. It released today. I went by GameStop actually last night, midnight release, to pick it up. I was the last one to get mine, and I was number 8. So I guess 8 people went. Not a big turnout for it, but again, this is a more expensive, more premium item, one that isn't really needed as much by people who maybe have an Xbox One S and have no desire for 4K. So I wasn't expecting a massive turnout, but I really like the look of this box. It definitely has the original Xbox really the Xbox influence on it. It's very cool looking. It's Project Scorpio edition there. It looks like it's numbered as well up here, which is cool. So overall, I like what I'm seeing. I did cut this open already because they recommended that we take a look since the box definitely got torn up on the way to GameStop. There were a lot of people who were opening it up to double check, but there was something that was really cool when I opened it up. But let's open it up and I'll show you. So the first thing that comes out here are these Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass. So Game Pass, we've talked about it a lot. It is a service that gives you so many games per month, and you can download them straight to your hard drives. Now, they gave me, I think is this 1 month? I think this is a month. Yeah, 1 free month. You just redeem this code, and you get a free month of Game Pass. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's the code. First one to punch it in gets it. There you go. But they do give you a month for free. I already have it, so it's not a big deal. I like Game Pass. I think it's actually a very cool service, and I hope they continue with it. Now you'll notice I have a nice little empty space here. That's where this box is going to go. I've been waiting for this system to come out, seriously, just to put a box up over here so I have the set mostly done. I'll still add stuff back here since I still have some space down here and everything, but I like the purple. Purple looks pretty good, I think. Okay, so the Xbox One X, what do we have here? We have another smaller box coming out here. And it looks like this is mostly our cables. Yes. Okay, so we have an HDMI cable, should be a 4K rated HDMI cable. Great. We have our controller and a standard power cord. Now, the power cords that are used with like the Xbox One S and the X are a little odd because they need this slim form factor here. A lot of them will have this bezel around it, and it won't actually fit. So you want one that's very similar to this kind. I love that the power supply is internal. We don't need to take a big brick out of here. Very, very good design move by the Microsoft team, going from the old VCR-looking Xbox One to the S and the X. Let's see. We have our controller. I'll get you close-up pictures of any of these, especially the system, of course. I'll get you some nice high-res shots you can take a look at here as well. And the controller is a nice controller, yeah. I like the Xbox One controller a lot. It's actually one of my favorite controllers just because the triggers are really nice. And then overall, it's a good feel. This has like some texture on the back, and it has the Project Scorpio branding there. See, I wish they had found a better place for it. I feel like they probably could have had it horizontally going underneath of the 2 buttons here. But overall, it's a good looking controller. It feels nice, as you'd expect. The Xbox One controllers, I think, are pretty good. They kind of break easily from what I can tell, though. Where are the batteries? A lot of times they package okay, they're in there. I was going to say, did I buy a $500 system and didn't get 2 AA's with it? Yeah, it comes with AA's like you'd expect, so there's that. So we have the cables and everything, some instructions, product, regulatory information, all that boring stuff that no one ever reads is in there as well for you. So we got all of that done, and now that all that's left is the expensive system itself. Now, one thing I noticed right away is that they did use closed, oh, no, there's something else in here. Hold on a minute. What is this? Oh, yeah, I forgot, they give you a stand. It comes with a stand. So if you want almost like old school PS2 type setup, you can have a stand and you can stand it up vertically. But I probably won't be doing that. It'll stay horizontally for me. Okay, I will set it up here though for you so you can check out the stand. This is the system. First thing I really liked here, it's using I know it's little things, but it's using a closed cell foam to kind of brace it, which is nice because you can see how much damage this box took. This system in no way could have been touched. The type of foam they use here is very nice. They could have easily thrown some junky stuff in there to package it. I like that they went with the more expensive but better way to package it. So let's get this guy off here, wrapped up very nicely in like a cellophane type. Wow, that is a heavy system. My gosh, they were not. Wow, and more than likely it's because the way that they're cooling it is using like a vapor cooled chamber. And the way that is done can be kind of heavy, but I assume the power supply is heavy. Man, I'm just trying to think. of what would be making this thing this heavy. This is a heavy system for its size. Wow. So I'm just ripping this guy open. I'm not keeping that. Okay, here we go. The Scorpio Xbox One X Scorpio Edition. Product Scorpio branding there. It has like this very interesting like gradient look to it where it's a bunch of dots all over it. Kind of just cool. The back also has that, except it's more of a texture. So it has a, kind of hear that, it has that like feel to it. And there is, I mean, there's the system right there. It's, you know, it's very odd. I'm going to say this. It kind of has that, it sounds weird, but it reminds me a bit of when I opened up my PS2, the old school one a while ago. It has that kind of that feel to it when it's standing up where it's kind of offset here. I don't know. It's very interesting. What is this? We have our sticker. It says do not, what does it even say? What do they even warn you of nowadays? Do not move console without first removing any disc inside. Okay. I know they had to put those with the Slim 360 back in the day because it was chewing up discs. We have all of our standard ports on the back, USB 3, HDMI out, HDMI in, IR out, SP, DIF, SPDIF, and everything else, Ethernet, yeah, everything's in place. It's a very standard system. It's not gonna like, it's not, you know, doing anything new with its I/O ports or its look or anything. But man, that way I can't get over how heavy this system is for its size. Let me get very quickly. Let me get all the other generation systems. I'm going to line them up here for you, and we'll get a nice picture and everything, so you can see the size differences between this, the Xbox One S, the original Xbox, and the 360. And you'll see even with the others, this is like the smallest system. It's crazy. It's also a very heavy system. Like I said, it's probably only, now, you know what, the original Xbox still feels heavier in my hands, so I'm going to stick with that. Here we have our stand, and this just kind of sits in, oh, nice. On the bottom, I just noticed it says, Hello from Seattle, Xbox One. That's kind of cool. And let's see, this is the point where you're probably supposed to read the instructions, you know, so you don't destroy your new system. But I like to live dangerously, so we're gonna just drop it in there and hope that it works. This is for the, there we go. And there is our stand. Ta-da! Okay, so now it's going to stand up vertically. Again, you know, I've always been scared since the 360 original and the Slim to ever have my system up like this, because if you remember, if you knock that sucker over, it chews up the disc and puts like a nice ring in it. I've always been terrified of doing that. So I'm not going to leave it like this. I'll take that off. It just kind of locks in place from what I could tell, and it should like unlock if I push the right way. And that'll just come off. So I'll probably just leave it just like that. That's about it. And then the controller, overall good looking system. Of course, everyone just wants to see how it looks and how it plays when you're actually playing a game. So that'll be interesting, but you know what we got to do now? We're going to be tearing this guy down and taking a look at the insides, because now I'm so curious as to why this guy is so heavy. It's going to be so interesting. So tune in the next video. We'll get this guy completely broken down and see what's going on inside. I'll see you guys then.